Hello, my people. Today, I want to take you through the factors triggering asthma or what factors that worsen asthma. And at this particular point, I will take you through a few of the factors that make asthma worse, and one of them being that, initially, as we say, that allergens make asthma worse, and this might be one of the allergens might be dust. When a person who has asthma comes into contact to a place where there's a lot of dust, he will have an attack. He or she will have an attack. And then another thing is pollen, and this is more worse during the flowering season, and when there's an exchange or there's when there's during this time when there's flowering, you'll find that a person who is having asthma will encounter an attack, and most of these cases will come during the flowering season. And then another factor is these people who are asthmatic, when they come into contact with animals which have fur, for example, dogs or cats, they will have a reaction whereby they will have an attack. Another thing is another factor that trigger asthma is, for example, when an asthmatic person maybe is under stress, he will have an attack. He or she will have an attack, and this might be brought about when maybe somebody has make him or her uncomfortable, and he gets angry. This will make him or her get an attack. Another thing is exercise. An asthmatic person, when he or she is involved in a vigorous exercise, he might and have an attack. So another factor is infections. And when we talk about infections, we can talk about viral infections. When this person has a viral infection, maybe we mostly know that cold is brought by viruses. And when there's a blockage of the nose, you'll find that a person who is asthmatic will have an attack. Then another infection is a bacterial infection. Bacterial infections such as pneumonia. When you have pneumonia in your chest, pneumonia is an infection of the lower respiratory tract infection, majorly affecting the lungs. So when there's a bacteria in your lungs, it will have to trigger asthma. So we also get to understand that in case an asthmatic person will take certain medications such as NSAID. NSAID, these are drugs like diclofenac, brufen, aspirin. He or she might encounter an attack. Another classification of medication is beta blockers. For example, these people who are hypertensive and they're taking a drug like nifedipine. Nifedipine is Adalat. It might cause an attack. So these are just a few to mention, a few triggers that might make asthma worse. Just to add something on the list about on what we talked about allergens. Somebody who is asthmatic, when he comes in contact with smoke, or as somebody who is smoking cigarette or tobacco, he or she might get an attack. And also when he comes into contact with a person with a strong perfume, who is using strong perfume, he or she might get an attack. So another thing also previously, as I had talked on my introduction, that weather changes. During cold season, these people will have frequent attacks.